Hi, Caleb. Thanks for coming in today.
Hi.
You want to start off by just telling me a little bit about why you wanted to come in today? Because I know you did make this appointment with me.
So I just graduated and I'm enrolled in college right now for this semester.
That's great. Congratulations.
Thank you. But I'm starting to notice that it's causing a lot of problems in my family. No one is supporting my choice to go to school. They just kind of assumed I was going to go straight into work. I was going to work for our family business, and that's not what I want to do. So,
Sure. So, in pursuing this higher education, like, what do you want to do? What do you want to study, or what's your goal? Do you have one?
I still haven't decided on a major yet, but I just really want to. I've been determined my whole life to go to college. Like I want to get my degree, and I want to have greater opportunities in life. But
Yeah, that's an absolutely great goal to have. I'm really happy that that's something you're striving towards. So what's your family business? Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
My dad owns a mechanic shop, and so like my mom's the receptionist there. My dad does all the car stuff, and so I guess my dad just wanted me to learn everything, so someday like I could take over. And
Yeah, have you worked in the shop with him before, growing up and stuff?
yeah.
So you kind of already know it a little.
Yeah, my dad makes me go to work with him every day, so I'm there all the time.
Yeah, so how's that working with trying to go to work with him and go to school?
It doesn't work very well. It doesn't leave me much time for my schoolwork, and it makes it really difficult to go to school. And I have a job at the school too, so
That's great.
it's kind of hard to balance all of that. But
What's your job at school?
I just work in one of the offices, one of the where they make appointments for the students to come in and see someone.
Okay. So have you tried talking with either one of your parents about just kind of how you're feeling, maybe a bit of frustration about wanting to go to school, but then feeling their want for you to be working at the shop?
I can't really talk to my dad about it at all, because he's just not open to the idea.
Okay.
But I think my mom, kind of wants to support me, but she feels like she can't because, my dad wouldn't agree with any of it, and so she also doesn't support me because...
Yeah. Maybe she's afraid of, going against what your dad's saying. Is he, the head of the household?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so is he kind of, from what you know anyway, kind of the main breadwinner?
Yeah, I'm sure he is. We don't really discuss that kind of thing, but yeah, because my mom does work for him, so I would imagine.
Sure. So what I'm sensing right now is you're feeling a bit of maybe frustration. Are you feeling maybe a little bit of anxiety, possibly?
Yeah.
Just because this is a really tough situation?
Yeah, this is supposed to be a big deal, going to college is supposed to be good, and I feel like I'm getting shut down, and I don't even know how I'm going to continue next semester because I have to pay for everything by myself, and I just feel very, alone in this whole thing.
So do you have anyone supporting you? Or?
Yeah, all my friends go to the same college as me, so
Okay.
they really like that I'm pursuing that, and they support me, but...
And then, so with your feelings of frustration and anxiety, what are you doing for yourself to maybe try and alleviate these feelings? Are you doing anything?
I guess, I go to church every week, and I guess I pray about it, and, and I'm working to pay for my schooling, and I got a FAFSA scholarship that helps a little bit, but it doesn't cover everything.
Sure. That's really great, though, that you are recognizing the way that you're feeling and maybe trying to resolve it a little bit. Are you going to church for, your own, for your just religious practices? Are you going in seeking guidance?
Yeah, I've always been religious, but, and my family and I, we go to church, but I just feel like that's somewhere where I can actually like share how I'm feeling without verbalizing it, because I don't have to tell them what I'm praying about. I can just, let it all out.
Yeah, and it's almost like a judgment-free zone for you, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure. So, what about, aside from your frustration and anxiety, are there any other feelings that have been surfacing or kind of swirling around in your mind, maybe, that you haven't realized are there? If you haven't realized them, of course, that is going to be difficult to say. But is there anything else that you're feeling that maybe you've kind of pushed aside and ignored?
Besides just feeling alone, I don't know. I'm sad that no one wants to help me out.
Yeah. Do you have any siblings that are helping you?
Yeah, I have a sister, and she drives me to school, so I have that. We kind of have a connection there.
Yeah, and have you tried talking to her about all of this? So, clearly she's supportive in a sense of driving you to school, but how does she know how you're feeling?
I don't go into detail with her about it. She obviously sees the conversations that going on at home between my parents and I. So I think she understands, and she can probably imagine that I'm not feeling too great about it, but at least she does take me to school, and I feel like we connect a little bit better then.
Sure. And these conversations that you said you're having at home, are they usually conversations where you're able to express what you're thinking and feeling and get feedback, or kind of share both back and forth? Or are you just kind of feeling, are they mostly arguments?
They're not even arguments, really. It's just my dad yelling at me, and I just kind of sit there and I take it all in.
Yeah, you're just kind of being shut down and feeling shut down also. Yeah.
It's not fun.
No. I can't imagine that it is. But, from what I can tell, it seems like you actually might have some really great supports and resources in your life. I think your sister would be a really great place to maybe open up a little bit more with her. Maybe is she your older sister?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe she just knows an extra thing or two about her experiences or about your mom and dad that she could help you with.
Yeah.
Maybe if she has some great words of wisdom, you could maybe take that into a conversation with your parents. Maybe she could also help you in that conversation, sit down, her, you, and your parents. And if you were to start being shut down by your father, maybe she could possibly interrupt herself and just say maybe, hey, Caleb's talking, he really wants to express this, please listen to him or something.
That'd be really helpful. Just knowing that I have someone that's on my side, that someone's gonna advocate for me.
Yeah, and I want you to know that I'm advocating for you also, and I'm so happy that you're pursuing this education of yours, and that you're kind of trying to stand on your own 2 feet outside of just the family body shop, mechanic shop.
Yeah.
And then also, if you're already, you're at school and you have this really great job there, you could probably also find some resources within your community college. So maybe another counselor like myself, that just maybe is at the school, or maybe even there might be just resources or other students who are kind of experiencing the same thing as far as wanting their education, but also feeling this almost pressure from their family to be working.
Right.
So maybe you could talk to them or figure out those types of resources. I could also get in contact with some of the counselors I know over there and see what they do have and give you that information.
Really cool.
And I think just, stick with having your great support system from your sister and your friends. But I just make sure you're expressing how you're feeling, even though I know that may be hard because you maybe get shut down when you try to do so. So I'll get in contact with my people over there and I'll give you that information. Does that sound good?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, great. Woo!
Okay, let's be done with it.